Cancer, I'm Ronique and welcome to Scorpio Soul Time. I hope you all are doing well. Welcome to your April 2024 tarot reading. This is going to focus mostly on your career, your job, your self-worth. Where is it that you can hone all of the energy to put towards if you're trying to leave a job, if you're trying to look for employment, if you're trying to change careers, or if you're trying to gain more clients. This is the tarot reading that focuses on those different areas of your life, okay? As you know, Cancer, this is a big month. April is one of the biggest months of the entire year. That's because we already are in eclipse season as we open up the month. Remember, we did have that March 25th Libra full moon lunar eclipse. On the 8th, we will have that total solar eclipse new moon in Aries on the 8th, and then we open up the month on the 1st with Mercury retrograding also in the sign of Aries. Now, by the time we get to later on in the month, we have more big energy. We have a full moon in Scorpio. We also have a great conjunction between Uranus and Jupiter in the sign of Taurus. So all of this energy, Cancer, is great, right? It's like moving the energy. If you are someone who's been like kind of stagnant in your job, in your career, this could be the boost that you need, okay? So before we get into it, I do want to thank you for your likes, subscribes, and comments. Thanks for giving my videos a thumbs up. I very much appreciate each and every one of you. And thank you all for all the comments that you all leave. I love hearing from you all. What are you looking forward to this April? If you haven't already checked those general April readings, check the link below, as well as if you're wanting a personal tarot reading, I have that below as well. All right, Cancer, let's go week by week. You start off the first week of April with the Knight of Swords, as well as the Sun card in reverse. Leo energy there, major arcana. Second week of April finds you with the Seven of Cups in reverse, as well as the King of Pentacles. Third week of April finds you with the Five of Pentacles and the King of Cups. Last week of April, you do have the Devil card. This is Capricornian energy there, major arcana, and lastly, the Eight of Swords in reverse. All right, so interesting mixed bag here, Cancer, with your different energies. It looks like you have a little bit of everything except wands. I don't see any wand energy, but really interesting to see the dynamics. Love to see that King of Pentacles. Interesting though that it's followed up with the Five of Pentacles. So we'll talk about that. That that sun energy there at the beginning of the month is really nice to see. And towards the end of the month, it looks like with that Devil card, goal-oriented conversations are coming into play. Maybe not sure which way to turn at the end. And you're starting off with some fiery energy, like not fire like wands, but more like rearing to go, like wanting to get something done at the beginning of April. So let's go and see what energy you are coming out of March with. Let's see if any of that energy from that full moon in Libra affected you in your career, in your job. Spirit, what do you have for Cancer? In reverse, Nine of Swords. All right, so Nine of Swords is that energy of where is it that you are needing to stop worrying about things that you cannot control. This could be mental challenges, mental anguish, staying up at night, literally, like this card depicts. But with it in reverse, there is a suggestion of you're coming out of that, meaning maybe you're no longer so bogged down with your worries that you had back in March. I do think it's interesting though, Cancer, that at the end of the month, you have this Eight of Swords, which is almost a progression backwards, because you have this Nine of Swords, then the Eight of Swords is like, you're really confused, not knowing what next steps to take. So what I will tell you is, do not, I just heard retrograde, do not go back in time, meaning if you're already here in March, by the time you get to the end of April, Do not take all of this energy and start going back into the past and like, oh, but I remember this happened, and you're analyzing, events that happen. If you're someone who has had some challenges at work, don't keep replaying the same bad time or conversations that didn't go well. That will not get you anywhere during the month of April, especially with all that Aries energy. Okay, so just keep that in mind, Cancer. It is easy to want to go back and replay conversations, and that just is not going to be energy you want to replay. Okay, it's not going to get you where you want to go. All right, Cancer, let's go ahead and pull an overarching theme oracle card. Spirit, if you can send Cancer a oracle card, please. Thank you, Spirit. And you have the Five of Earth. Now, the Five of Earth is very similar to the Five of Pentacles, where you are concentrating more on what you do have than what you don't have. I already see a repetition here. Five of Pentacles here. And remember, I said it came right after the King of Pentacles. So, Cancer, it says, fears surrounding money, the wisdom to accept help from others, uncertain self-employment. So, Cancer, I will say, since this is a career reading, I really want you to take a hard look at your thoughts. Are you someone who is concentrating and dwelling on lack? Are you someone who is more concerned with what you don't have than what you do? Okay, I do think that some of you have been focusing so much on the lack of money that you're actually keeping it away from you. You're actually repelling the energies of money attracting to you. And that's kind of like what I was saying with that Nine of Swords, is that if you keep worrying about it, it's not going to fruition. Okay. And I want you to use April as an opportunity to reset yourself. That's what eclipses do. They eclipse out what is no longer needed. And I think for you all need a fresh start. Okay. You need a fresh way of looking at your money and your resources and your job opportunities. Now, if you don't feel like the job that you are at now is going to get you in a better mindset, then I want you to use this month for strategizing. This could be a great month for researching other companies in your industry, or if you're thinking about obtaining more clients for yourself, if you're someone who's self-employed. Whatever that is, it doesn't mean take the action now, because remember, we are in Mercury retrograde. This is the month to sit down and strategize and do the research. Okay, so I'm saying that all because I'm already kind of looking over your cards, and it's like I see a lot of options coming in here that second week. And I do think that by time you get to that Uranus conjunction down here, this is when you start kind of delving back into the past. And I want you to get some goals down pat for yourself, so that you're going to be able to come out of April into May with a whole new mindset. Okay. All right, Cancer, let's go week by week. I do have the dates in the description box below. So April 1st, Mercury stations retrograde in Aries, and the Sun conjunct North Node in Aries on the 4th, as well as Venus enters Aries also on the 4th. During this time, Cancer, I do want you to pay attention to the quick moving information that could come in. I do think that some of this is more for it's more for you to gather and use as your kind of arsenal, as opposed to you actually taking action. Knight of Swords, it usually does mean go for it, charge ahead, but the Knight of Swords can be hasty and can not think through things. And the Sun card in reverse is suggesting you have a lot of good potential, but you don't want to rush into something, and then this energy is not one of initiating, it's more of strategizing and getting all your ducks in a row. Okay, so use that first week of April to really figure out, is this a place you want to be? Are you going to be able to come out of this kind of funk, like I said, with your mindset around money? I do think that by time you get to that total solar eclipse, new moon in Aries, that second week of April, I do think this is going to help you. It's almost like eclipse out what was already your thinking of like too many things going on, and get you focused to where is it that you want to aspire to. And I feel like that King of Pentacles around that total solar eclipse is really going to help you figure out, okay, no, I cannot make that kind of money here, but where can I go? Or do I need to get some more certification? Or do I need to get some, better experience in a different area? These are what you're going to be thinking of during that total solar eclipse. And I do think that once you get on the other side of eclipse season and into May, you're going to have a different mindset than you did before, because we don't want to keep that 5 of Pentacles or 5 of Earth mindset. Okay. I do think by time you receive, or by time you get to the 3rd week of the month, you're going to be receiving insight from some type of helpful friend with that King of Cups. Sun enters Taurus on the 19th. Uranus is conjunct Jupiter in Taurus on the 20th. And then we will have a full moon in Scorpio on the 23rd. At that full moon, remember, Scorpio likes to go deep. You all are a fellow water sign as well. You tend to be very emotional. This could be an emotional time around that full moon in Scorpio. Pay attention to your thoughts. Make sure you're not getting carried away with, oh, this hasn't gone good in the past, I'm never going to do. Nix all of that and really focus on what you want to attract in the future. I do think that if you all can change that mindset during the month of April, I do think that by the time you get into May and June and into your solar return there later on in June, I think that this is going to be a much brighter forecast for you. And I do think some of you all are going to get some out of the blue information or news around that conjunction. Make sure that you just take it for face value and move on. Even if you get some bad news around money, like you owe an unexpected bill or something like that, take care of it or pay it off in small chunks and move on. Okay, that's why I keep hearing Spirit say, just move on from it. That last week of April, we will have Venus entering Taurus on the 29th. Mercury retrograde ends in Aries on the 25th. And then Mars enters Aries on the 30th. And then Venus enters also Taurus on the 29th. End of the month, big shift with that Mars moving into Aries and Venus entering into Taurus. At this time, that Capricornian Earth energy could come in and say, okay, do you have your goals ready? If you don't, let's get them started. Mercury is now gaining speed now that it's moving out of its retrograde. This is a time where you no longer need to be concerned that you don't know where things are going or you're feeling like you're overwhelmed. I do think by the time you end the month, don't get into analysis paralysis, Cancer. Just put down some 2 to 3 goals that you want to achieve. And then as you move into May, make them happen. Okay. So I think, Cancer, this is going to be a big month for you. I do think some of you are going to be leading yourself out of this lack mentality. This 5 of Earth is reminding you that even though you may not see the money now, it does not mean it's not coming. Even if the job you're at now isn't where you want to be, use April to really put some hard goals in place for yourself so that once Mercury is direct in May, you can start implementing them so that by the time you're ending the summer, you have a new job, a new career, a new outlook. And this 5 of Earth is something that was in the past, okay? All right, Cancer, I hope this was helpful for you. Do take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs in this video series. If you are someone who is wanting to delve deeper into your own birth chart, have a personal tarot reading, I do have the link below and you will be taken to my website at scorpiosoultime.com. All right, Cancer, I hope you all have a great April and I'll talk to you later.